Oh, 1 second. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Bristol's very own Channel 591. I'm here today for Interview with the Resident with our very own
Bill Butler.
Bill Butler. Now, before I start, I'm sure you all heard the good news that a lot of quarantine restrictions have been lifted. I don't have the exact details on everything. However, I will say that I know you can finally leave the building and come back for whatever you'd like without being penalized with quarantine. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of family visits going on, and I wish you all the best. So without further ado, how you doing today, Bill?
I'm doing great. Another day in paradise.
Another day in paradise. Lunch was good?
Very good. No
All
complaint.
right. And you're not here against your will, correct?
Nope.
This is of your own volition.
No threats.
Not yet.
Yeah. And now you tell me.
All right. So I got some things I'm going to ask you today. Just for anybody watching, this is Interview with the Resident. Basically, what the goal is just to get to know some of the residents here a little more and get to know everybody and hear some of their interesting stories, because I'm sure out of all your years of living, I'm sure you've got some stuff to tell. All right. So when Mr. Butler, you came into the world, where were you born?
Born in 1930 in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
So you're a New Yorker your whole life?
All the time.
All the time. Same here.
Never left Long Island. Kept going east.
You have any siblings?
My sister just passed away.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
That's
My
all right.
condolences.
She had a good life.
I'm glad to hear that.
My older sister, I might say.
Okay. You got younger siblings then?
I have two sons, one who passed away. And
Okay.
Bruce is alive, lived in Hurst, Long Island. He just retired. That's what makes me feel old.
Oh. You've been retired for a little bit?
Yes.
Oh,
Me,
wow.
I retired in 1989.
Oh, wow. Okay. Did you retire early or?
Yeah. About four or 5 years. I retired when I was at 59.
Okay. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's a good year. Oh, well. Do you have any good memories from your childhood?
Oh, I got all of them. Yeah, playing stickball in Brooklyn. We lived on 62nd Street. It was like a UN block. We had a little bit of every nationality.
Okay.
But we had a lot of fun. Good neighbors. I didn't join the Boy Scouts. I joined the Sea Cadets. To be different.
What are the Sea Cadets?
Just a nautical Boy Scout group.
Okay. But was there any interesting activities you guys did that the Boy Scouts didn't?
Oh, sure,
You went
sure.
sailing or anything like
Oh,
that?
we did a lot of fishing. My father, a lot of fishing.
Okay.
I would always do the rowing.
You got big arms from that?
No, a bad back.
Good Lord. You gotta roll with your arms like we do an exercise.
It was good living in Brooklyn. Schools were good. Neighborhood was good.
I'm glad to hear that. Oh well. You have a good. What were your parents like?
My father worked for an insurance company that I eventually joined,
Okay.
and my mother was a good Irish gal, and my father passed away earlier than my mother,
Sorry to hear
but
that.
he was good. He was a good buddy.
Good man. You raised a good son.
Thank you, thank you.
If you don't mind, just speak up a little bit.
Okay,
That's all.
good.
But oh well. What was your favorite hobbies or sports when you were growing up?
Stickball.
Stickball.
Played
Okay.
hockey. Played roller hockey.
Was it tough out in Brooklyn? Were they?
There were a bunch of good people living over there. We played hard. Played very
Okay, I was
hard.
gonna say when I played hockey, I always played it a little hard.
Yeah, but we played. We would play different streets for money for stickball and hockey.
Oh, that's
We were in
good.
a hockey league too, so we
Ooh,
used to play where the Verrazano Bridge is now. That's where we used to play hockey.
that's interesting. Okay. Oh, well. Were you always a good student in school, or were you a troublemaker?
Oh, now you. No, I was a pretty good student.
Okay,
I got on Dean's List sometimes, and sometimes I didn't.
I can attest to that. Same here. Oh well. So you have some stuff written down for me, just as interesting stories or things you'd want to talk about. So let's start out with IKE or Ike.
Well,
Sorry.
Ike is just a short name, but Eisenhower, General Eisenhower, who became president. That's his
Okay,
name, Ike. I didn't know him personally.
that's all right.
Um, he was president. Well, he was general in World War II, and then he was so popular, he won the election very easy, and elected twice president. So everybody liked him. In fact, the motto was "I like Ike."
I like Ike.
Yeah, good
That's a
motto.
good one.
It's a good, yeah, very good.
Oh well, that kind of sticks with you.
Yeah, that's whoever told him that was a good idea.
Oh, well. And you also have here polio.
Well, when somewhere in the 50s, I forget exactly what year they came out with this. They always collected in the movie house. They just shut the movie off, come by with a can, and you march of dimes. You put dimes in, and that went on for 10 or 15 years, and eventually all those dimes added up to a cure for polio.
Oh,
And
that's very interesting. I know they still do the March of Dimes.
yeah, right, and at different purposes too.
Mhm.
But I remember my sons had to get the polio shots, and when they went up one time, they didn't get a shot. They got a cube of sugar. They put a drop of this medicine on a cube of sugar, and
Really?
with much,
That sounds very. I would prefer that to the COVID vaccine.
they might do that.
And then what have we got for Sputnik?
Oh, Sputnik! Oh, Sputnik is just a rocket that the Russians sent up.
No, I know. And then I remember seeing a video not too long ago of it just when it first came out of it just going across the night sky, this little blinking light.
Unbelievable when you think about it. Beyond my comprehension, how you can do that. Uh, I used to make these model planes and just barely got them off the ground, and I was shooting something up and landing on the moon.
Yeah,
Blows your mind.
that's crazy. I remember seeing a lot about the space race, and the idea is that if you can make a rocket go fast enough across land,
Mm-hmm.
how about making it just go straight up,
Straight up, yeah.
and then eventually you could break Earth's orbit
Yeah.
and just
That's they get out there so quick.
yeah, it's scary. They're violent.
Oh.
Wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of that.
You don't want to be.
Oh well. Let's see. Oh yeah, Queen Elizabeth II.
Oh, yeah. Well, she was made queen the year I got married.
Really?
So, but that's why I couldn't go to the coronation.
Oh, did you normally go to the coronation?
No,
for the Queen?
no,
No. Okay.
no, not really. But 53 was a great year. One of the ladies in here was married, I think, on the same month I was.
Oh
Joyce.
wow.
She 53. She was married. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we had a we had a long engagement, a couple of years. Too young to get married.
I got you.
But
When did you meet your wife?
I met her over where I worked. Met her in 1948. Yeah,
1948.
and we went out for a while. I went with her. I was out with another lady who was her girlfriend, but then we eventually switched.
Oh, you realized she was the better catch?
Oh yes, I told her that all the time.
Oh well. You have any fun stories with her?
Oh, well yeah. After we got married, we did a lot of traveling. We took a vacation every year somewhere. Took
Somewhere.
to tout tours. I've been to every state but three of them:
What's the three you haven't visited?
Iowa, Oklahoma, and North Dakota.
I
I,
don't think you're missing out much.
no, no. But I would like to just knock them off.
No, so
Get
would I. But you visited Wyoming?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was told that's the one state most people avoid.
That was nice. I actually drove through there and on my way up to the Glacier National Park.
Really?
But it was easy driving. But you're right. They didn't have any Glacier Park in Wyoming.
I don't know. I had a friend in college from Wyoming. He says even the people there don't like it. Not to be mean to anybody from Wyoming.
Yeah. Well, every state has something that you want to see.
Yeah.
I
I
got-
mean, in New York, we've got a lot, if you really think about it.
Oh, it's endless. I haven't seen everything in New York yet.
Me? I do a lot of traveling around in New York, but still, there's so many things I want to go
Yeah,
see.
yeah. But don't put it off.
No, I haven't put anything off. I was just up in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Yeah, for my birthday. I turned 21 on the 12th, so
okay.
yeah. But I travel. I do a lot of traveling in my own free time. So
I encourage you to do that.
yeah, I figured I'm young. I have a car. Now's the time because I don't want to get into. Not that this isn't a serious job, just a big
No.
corporate office and never have time anymore.
But you 2 or 3 weeks vacation, make the most of it.
Yeah. Oh well.
I went out to the state of Washington, and I just love that state. Seattle was
What
a
was
place.
interesting about Washington?
Well, beautiful mountains, but I enjoyed Seattle. I thought that was a great place to go. We went out-
California?
yeah, no, Seattle, Washington.
Oh, sorry.
But it's just a beautiful town to go to. They have a waterfront, something like San Francisco, and you could spend a lifetime out there.
Really? I've always wanted to go to Seattle. I believe they're known for their coffee.
Oh, yes, that's like Starbucks, I guess, gets started out there. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. We've got one right behind us. You can't see out the window, but it's there.
It's a long way to go for a cup of coffee.
Long way to go. Yeah. Which you can go to now if you're really interested.
That's right, without being quarantined. That's
Without being quarantined. You're not. No jury, judge, or whatever is going to come by with the whip.
go.
But
Dunkin' Donuts has cheaper coffee.
they do. But I drink my coffee black, so I prefer.
Okay.
I prefer Starbucks. It's a better brew. Oh, well. What do we got for West Side Story?
West Side Story. Just a great play. I saw it, but that's about all I know about West Side Story.
Okay. And then you have here written Elvis Presley, which we had on our radio show.
Yeah, well, that's the list. That's the responses to the quiz yesterday.
Oh, these are the responses to the quiz.
Right.
Oh, I thought this was an interview itinerary.
No.
Oh, this is
But
funny.
it's not bad. You're going good stuff.
This is funny. Never mind. Never mind. Those are okay. You get a prize for that one. I'm so sorry.
That's all about.
All right. So now I'm going to go back into my regular stuff. I thought that was what you wanted me to ask you about.
No,
That's funny.
it's all right.
All right. What was your first job and did you enjoy it?
My first job was with New York Life Insurance Company. Graduated from school, didn't go to college, and went over and joined New York Life. Huge company, 8,000 employees,
Wow. Okay.
and started in the basement. And when I say
So
the
you
basement,
were a little fish in a big pond?
yeah, very little. But when we started, you went to work in the file room, the fifth basement,
They have 5 basements?
5 basements, and
Oh,
we were
Lord.
about 3 stories below the Lexington Avenue subway.
Oh, my Lord.
So that's where you could start. You'd file all the applications and policies and whatnot.
Did you feel the subway went past
Oh,
by?
you could hear it. You could hear it. You could hear it. But eventually, after you do 6 months there, and then you get moved upstairs when the job really opened.
I
But,
understand.
But,
You got to work hard for it, right?
yeah, it was a nice place to work. I
I
stayed there
got you.
41 years. That was my first.
Wow.
That was my
Okay.
first and last job.
First and last job. So you showed up somewhere, you liked it so much, you just said, "This
Yeah.
is good."
Well, well, when we started over there, they young people coming in, they had a program to teach you about insurance, LOMA, Life Office Management, and anybody who wanted to get ahead would do that, would take those night courses. So I joined that, and then after about 3 years, I realized I had nothing to do with insurance. I was in real estate. They put me up to erect a building up on 66th Street. The car barns were up there, and we had to demolish it. I was up there 3 years, I went into my boss and told him, "You're paying for this education on insurance when you really got me into the accounting department. Would you like to send me to accounting school at night instead of sending me to insurance?" And they bought it. And I went to,
That's actually really cool.
and I went accounting for 2 years, and I got a job as chief accountant, and then I was in charge of all the budgets. But it was just a move that I just asked a question, and it turned out to be yes,
It turned out to be yes, and that's.
and that was the doorway to getting a better job.
You know what's funny? I don't know if I've ever. Do you know how I ended up here?
I think I do, but you tell me.
So I worked at AutoZone across the street. Some of you can look out your window and stare at that parking lot if you want. And part of the services that we offer there is if you buy wiper blades, we'll put them on for you.
Mhm.
So when Angelina had to go get wiper blades on her car, our recreation director, I was just talking to her for a little bit, and I'm always super friendly about everything that I do, and I was just trying to be personable. And she just really liked how I guess put on her wiper blades. I don't know.
Mhm.
And she said, I'm actually hiring right now at the job across the street. I think you'd be a good fit.
Mhm.
So after putting on her wiper blades, I took down her number and then I called in. I got an interview set up with Natasha, and here I am today. I was literally a manager across the street. I wasn't looking for any other job. It just
You never know what's going to happen.
you never know. Like, quite literally, you never know. Like that day, I was actually going to go home early, and I ended up here at the Bristol, and I actually really love it here.
Well, we love that you're here too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And see, one day, if somebody else put the windshield wiper blades on, you wouldn't be here.
That's true. If even there was 3 people on shift that night, so if I was one of 3,
But you're a lucky day.
life is funny like that. Oh.
Well, that building that we had construction on, when I was into that building, they asked me to stay there as part of the staff. And it got to be, it used to be the car barns. Picture a city block, 800 feet by 200 feet, trolley cars. And they dynamited the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
And they built this beautiful white brick building, 600 apartments, 23 penthouses. And I was on the staff to lease it out. And we had some interesting celebrities come in. Grace Kelly, the great actress, lived there. And I was
yeah, you told me you collected rent for.
we had a date every month when she paid the rent. And Donna Michi lived there.
Donna Michi, wow.
Imogene Coca King, the one who was on with Sid Caesar. And there's a man who worked. He was representing the United States in the UN as Ralph Bunch. I just know the name. He lived there too. It was a who's who in that building.
I got you. So that's actually kind of funny. I would imagine living there and you just bump into all these famous people.
Oh yeah, some lady from the opera was in there, Madame Clayburgh. I never heard her sing,
Madame Clayburgh.
but she lived there. But she was a grand old lady.
Did you hear her singing in the hallways?
No, I never. I did go up, and she needed a witness one time, and which happened a lot over in that building. And I had to go up and sign an affidavit that she signed the will, and I was.
Oh, I see.
But you'd go up and they'd invite you in and sit down and give you a calling scale, and very friendly.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But it was a good place. That was a good place to work, and I stayed with New York Life and Real Estate for 41 years. So
I understand.
never did anything about insurance in my life. I don't miss it.
Don't miss it. Oh, well. Who was your favorite famous person to meet?
Oh, well, the man I worked for, who was head of the department, the real estate department, he was a West Point teacher, and he was a general in the army, and he had something to do with D-Day. But I worked for him.
Okay.
And if you had to pick a man out that looked like a general, you wouldn't pick him. He was short and stocky. He had a farm down in Princeton, New Jersey, with Black Angus that he would take care of before he came to work every day. And
Really?
he was an unbelievable worker. So I forget one time someone said to him in the army, "Suppose you make a mistake." He said, "I'll make another decision." And he never faulted. That's why we won the
That's a
war.
good one. What if you make a mistake? I'll make another decision.
That's right. That's why he was a general. But he was good. I liked him. I saw him late in my life.
Oh, well. So here's a question that Angelina wants me to ask everybody. What is the true meaning of love and life to you?
Oh, my wife, my children. That's it. But family. Family is
That's it.
Family's it. God and country too.
I understand.
Yeah. It's a good trio.
You can keep it simple.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like, especially for me, family's always a big important thing,
Yeah.
and they're the ones who's always there for you and got your back.
That's right. That's why. There was one lady here. She passed away, but we come down to this room here, and they asked us to make a chart with 6 words that describes your life
Yeah.
and what's your most important thing. And she put down family. That's the number one. She had one word, family. It was very poetic.
Yeah. I understand that. Sometimes you keep things simple, but family really is just.
Oh yeah.
It's a big word when you think about it.
I think I had family, country,
Family, country.
being truthful and things like that.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
It's a good question.
And then, what advice would you give to the younger generations?
Just
I know we're going to do a segment of that, I believe, tomorrow. But
okay. But I just go get a good education, work hard, do what's right, and give your boss the best.
give your boss the best. I've been trying. I gave her wiper blades, and now
And she gave you the best. The job here.
she gave me the best, and I really do like it here.
Well,
I gotta admit.
we hope you stay a long time.
Oh well, I hope so too. So, what is your favorite meal or cocktail, and why?
Well, if I have to have a cocktail,
You have to if you
I like bourbon Manhattan.
bourbon Manhattan.
It's a good strong drink.
Because you're a New York man.
Yep.
That's a good one.
And meals are funny. Everybody says steak, but I like a good knockwurst, good German dinner.
Really,
Knockwurst, sauerkraut.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I think for me, I probably would go with steak though.
Oh yeah, right. And lobster.
I can't have lobster. I'm allergic to shellfish.
Oh,
Missing out, right?
yeah, a lot of people in this building are allergic to that. I can't believe that. Shellfish, they call it. Yeah.
Shellfish, yeah. I'll turn red.
I
I won't die.
Don't do that.
It won't look pretty.
Don't do that. There's other things to eat.
Yeah. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
Oh. Try to break down differences between people. There's like the Hatfields and McCoys. They hated each other for centuries. It's too bad we can't break that down. Be friendly. I don't know how you do it, to be honest with you. People just get mad at other people.
Yeah. I feel like if everybody understood each other just a little bit more. But
I was told that you can get angry, but don't. Only dogs get mad. So you don't want that.
only dog. That's a good one. I like that quote. If you could tell us one person who you consider a hero,
Oh.
who would that be and why? You could choose Superman.
No, I think a national leader. I always was inspired, but when Kennedy became president, he was a hero. But I guess in second thought, when I was born, I was 2 years old, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt was president, and he was elected 4 times to be president.
Oh wow!
So he was the president when I was 16 years old. He was still president, and he got us through the Depression during World War II.
Yeah.
And I guess really he did a lot.
He did do a lot. I
Yeah.
believe he took over right after Hoover, right?
That's right.
Yeah, they kicked him out
That's
because
right.
people were making Hoover bills.
I was born and we had the Depression. That was
Oh,
my
wow.
fault.
So You were born 1920 then?
I was born in 1930.
1930.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, Roaring 20s,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Depression 30s.
But Roosevelt all did that. He had polio. He had physical disabilities.
He
And,
was an interesting, tough man.
yeah, right, he
If you ever
was.
look at his life,
Yeah.
like he loved hunting. There's I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, but I know there's a lot of interesting stuff I've seen on him, and I saw like even an exhibit on him at the Museum of Natural
Yeah,
History.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. But then I'm not gonna keep you here forever,
Okay.
so I think I'll end off this last question is what do you enjoy about the Bristol?
Let me count the things. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, to be honest with you.
Really?
Everybody has a gripe here and there, but this place is good. Staff is great. I think if you went to the best restaurant in New York and had meals there for 3 years like I did here, you'd say, well, you might get tired of it. But they do a good job here. They do a good job.
Oh yeah, they try and keep the menus interesting.
I hate to be the one trying to decide what you eat every meal. That must be an endless job.
Yeah. No, Mike. I'm sure Mike goes crazy with that.
No,
But
he's
I do
good.
like it here. I
Yeah.
like all the people.
Yeah.
I like the energy that you guys bring.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just enjoy the sense of community
Well,
here.
well.
Everyone's very friendly. It's not like I don't ever feel like there's a barrier
Yeah.
between people.
Oh, no. But what gets me is that everybody who works here knows your name. That must be a prerequisite to remember names.
Remember names, yeah. When I first got here, I was going crazy trying to remember all the names.
Yeah.
So whenever I'd walk into a room with you guys, I don't know if some of you remember, I would look at everybody and just mutter everybody's name and go,
Okay.
Bill,
Yeah,
Marianne,
yeah,
Doty,
yeah. That's the way to do it.
and then so that way, whenever I see your face,
Yeah.
I know it.
But it's funny when you get here now. There's several Jims and there's several Toms. You got,
Yeah, I know. There's two gyms.
The next section comes your Tom, your Tony G, Bill B, Jim Button,
So Mr. Butler.
Button and Button. Everybody gets mixed up. So,
Button and Button. Yeah.
well,
Oh well. Is there any other stories you'd like to tell us, or
no, I think that's good. I don't want to bore everybody to death.
no? Don't worry. I think you've been very interesting.
Well,
And I'm
thank you
glad
very
we
much.
got to get to know you on the show.
And thanks for inviting me down.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
We can't do
that,
a
yeah.
knuckle touch, and then we got to sanitize our hands.
Oh, good.
Anyway,
Thank you.
thank you everybody for watching. You take care. So I believe you all you received an activity schedule.
I did.
Right?
I did. Yes.
All right, you all should have received an activity schedule. In about 5 minutes, there's going to be the movie on. And thank you all for watching. Have a good day.